Georgia woman allegedly researched people who kill their families then shot daughter-in-law, police. On April 19, Cobb County Police say, Elizabeth Wall bought a gun. Police allege she did some very specific research on her phone that same day, looking up several articles about people who kill their families and themselves, as well as reading about wrongful death lawsuits. Something else happened that day. Court records show that on April 19, Wall's son Jared was deposed in a messy, months-long divorce and custody dispute with his wife, Jenna. But the deposition was not remarkable, a source tells People. Almost exactly 2 months later, Elizabeth, known in her community as Betsy, was accused of murdering her daughter-in-law, a kindergarten teacher, within earshot of her young grandchildren. Police say Elizabeth used the gun she bought in April. Details revealed Friday at Elizabeth's probable cause hearing including about the gun, the alleged internet searches and other online activity give some insight into a crime for which there is still no public motive. In absence of that motive, Jenna's contentious divorce from and custody dispute with her husband have drawn scrutiny. Court documents obtained by People detail the back and forth before Jenna's death, including that Jenna was accused of having an affair, which Jared's attorney told People she admitted to, and Jenna's claim that Jared was bad-mouthing her to their children. Jenna's friends and co-workers have remembered her as a beloved teacher and denied the affair. Police allege that on June 23, Elizabeth went to the Atlanta area home of Jenna's parents, where Jenna had been staying since filing for divorce from Jared in the fall. Police say Elizabeth had Jenna's 2 sons in tow, brought over while they were staying with Jared. With the kids sitting in a car outside the home, Elizabeth allegedly fired 4 times on Jenna, killing her in the kitchen, police say. Both boys, who are under the age of 10, later said they heard the gunfire. Want to keep up with the latest crime coverage? Click here to get breaking crime news, ongoing trial coverage and details of intriguing unsolved cases in the True Crime newsletter. Jared found Elizabeth at the scene soon after and he disarmed her before she was arrested, police say. She was charged with murder, aggravated assault, possession of a firearm in commission of a crime and 2 counts of cruelty to children in the 3rd degree and has been held in the county jail without bond ever since. Police say Elizabeth made very few statements upon being taken into custody, though Detective Sean Murphy testified Friday that she did say, "Just let me die, leave me alone and let me die. I want a lawyer. He'll let me die." At other points, Murphy testified, Elizabeth sat with her head down, weeping. Murphy testified to Elizabeth's alleged internet searches on the day she bought the gun that police believe was used to kill Jenna. He said that she allegedly continued to make internet searches from April to June that police believe are connected to the crime, including background information on Jenna and her family. Murphy said Elizabeth's last alleged search before the shooting was to look up the name of Jenna's father. He also said it appeared Elizabeth had been targeting Jenna on Facebook with multiple derogatory or negative comments, according to interviews conducted during the investigation. Jenna subsequently shut down her Facebook, Murphy said. Murphy said police were still seeking a complete record of such alleged activity, but that police did recover 2 screenshots Jenna kept of Elizabeth's alleged comments. He read both in court. In one, Elizabeth allegedly wrote to Jenna on Facebook, "What God is saying and what you are hearing are 2 distinctly different things, which is proven by what you are doing. God have mercy on your soul." Elizabeth's attorney, Jimmy Berry, requested she not be seen at Friday's hearing and she was instead seated behind a partition near the galley, in view of only the judge and witnesses. Berry said he worried her condition was too fragile for public. At one point, Elizabeth sat with her back to the courtroom, Murphy testified. But Berry tells people that Elizabeth is sorry for Jenna's death. She has not yet entered a plea to her charges. Basically her feeling from the time that she's been in there was that she wanted to die, Berry says. She did this to her family and she's disappointed everybody. He says the defense is still gathering all of the information it needs and only learned of the alleged internet searches in court. But he says there is no confirmed context yet for those actions, and says that they are digging into Elizabeth's psychological history. Berry says Elizabeth was hospitalized for mental issues within the last several years and, at one point since her arrest, has been on suicide watch. She had been seeing a psychiatrist, Berry says. He says the next step in her case will be a grand jury hearing and if Elizabeth is indicted it could be around September. There's not much question about who did it, it's not one of those who did it cases, he says.